My entire For You page right now is presidential stuff and the campaigns being AI and what to believe and what not to believe. Just the other day, I received an email for a paid promotion, paid, for me to make a video and post it on TikTok talking about the Democratic side. At the end of this email, it says, if you want to get things going, we'll send over an NDA for you to sign and we'll get started. I know a lot of people get their views and their opinions and their beliefs based off of what their favorite influencers are saying. Just know, they might have been paid to say the things they're saying.
Yes, I don't know. If you have seen this, it should not be surprising. This is happening to a lot of influencers. It came out recently. The Harris campaign is editing news headlines on Google search to make it look like reputable news sites are giving the favorable reporting according to Axios. These are the same people who accuse the right of misinfo. It's concerning.
The 180
Yeah.
that the media has taken on him
Yeah.
since he decided to be president.
Yeah.
When you see the machine go after a guy, we've never seen the machine go after someone as bold-faced. You know, the prosecutions, the
Yeah.
Russiagate stuff on
Yeah.
television every night, all of it.
Yeah.
And then to see just a few years ago, they loved him.
Yeah.
You know, he was like he
wild.
was a Democrat, I think, until
Yeah.
like 2000 and something.
And they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about. Talking about Trump.
Hi, I had to come on here today to talk about the interview that Elon Musk had with President Donald Trump last night. When I got on X this morning, I saw all of these negative headlines from our media about how bad the interview was. Now, if you didn't listen to the interview, you would think that Donald Trump said he was going to do something to everybody in the world. Let me tell you what it was. I sat there, and I normally don't listen to speeches or interviews, but I sat there and I listened to the entire thing, and it was really quite amazing. And I would implore any politician to say the same thing. If you want people to vote for you, then you need to address issues that are important to people. And so instead of the Democrat Party constantly bashing Donald Trump, you know what they need to do? This is what I say to them. You say the same things. You address the same issues. You address inflation. You address the war. You address freedom of speech that you guys are trying so hard to remove from everyone. When you address those same issues, or if you address those same issues, then your party platform would be about issues and not about Donald Trump. It is the weirdest thing to me, and then people fall for it. When I was reading the comments, I was like, I just listened to this whole thing, and I couldn't believe I did, but I did. I said, but you know why I listened to the whole thing? Because he talked about things that were important to Americans. Democrats, start talking about things that are important to Americans, and stop pandering. Stop saying you're going to give away something for free, and then address.
Yes, before we proceed, I'm extremely happy that a lot of people are realizing what the media is doing. I was extremely shocked to see, the headlines coming from the mainstream media, particularly to that interview. I was like, oh, is it the same thing I watched or a different interview? I was shocked. This lady actually put out this clip, clarifying what I had in mind, partaking to the mainstream media. It is extremely concerning. They turn everything down. They change the story. They try to pick out all a short clip to fit in a different narrative. It is concerning. And to me, it is not okay to do this frequently.
They say they brought in 20 million illegal immigrants. That's one of the numbers that I've heard. And, it's not confirmed, one of the numbers that I've heard, because of course they're not going to tell us how many for real. And they have no idea themselves. But when that happens, we're only over 40 million. So just think, they brought in adults, and mostly adult men that are half of our population. Do you think that will not affect what they're going to do in our communities? Do you think that won't affect what's going to happen with schools in predominantly Black communities, Hispanic communities? Do you think that will not affect us? So I say to you, instead of you jumping on and being the party of intimidation, being the party of constant hatred, Why don't you start addressing issues just like Trump did? And one of the things that he said that I thought was so important is Elon said something about the CO2 levels in the world right now. And I was so glad because, that climate change thing, that's another one of the firm's things. Donald Trump says, no, the most important thing that we're facing right now is nuclear, the nuclear capacity of countries all over the world. If I cannot bring anything else home to you, let me make you understand this. If we get into a nuclear racism, sexism, education, all of those things will not matter. We must have a president that can sit down with Vladimir Putin, with Kim Jong-un, with Xi, all of these people with whomever is over Iran right now. We must have someone that can sit down with them and stop this war that's about to turn into World War III. Yes, they make a lot of money. The firm makes a lot of money off of war, but guess what? We won't survive it, so it will not matter. So instead of you criticizing everything that Donald Trump does, give us your policies. Tell us what you're going to do. Tell me why I need to Kamala that has nothing to do with her race. I couldn't care less about her race or her gender if my whole country, the entire world, no longer exists.
Yes, you might be shocked to hear this. The UAW union is taking legal actions against Trump and Musk, accusing them of unlawful intimidating workers engaged in protected activities like strike. The group claims they advocated for the illegal firing of striking workers. I look at what you do. Trump told Musk, you walk in, you say you want to quit, they go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike and you say that is okay. You are all gone. You are all gone. So every one of you is gone. According to the UAW, Trump remarks are illegal and Musk is guilty because they don't explain that part. UAW President Trump commented, when we say Trump is a scab, that is what we mean. When we say Trump stand against everything our union stand for, this is what we mean. Trump will always side against workers standing up for themselves, and he will always side with billionaires like Elon, who is contributing $45 million a month to a super PAC to get him elected. It's a lie. Elon Musk refuted this claim like he is not giving this amount of money to Trump. So they're coming out to spew these pure lies. There are videos about it. I think I did a clip trying to explain this. Both Trump and Musk want workers class people to sit down and shut up, and they laugh about it openly. It is disgusting, illegal, and totally predictable from these two clowns. I really don't know who this will actually support. Yeah. Because coming out to do this ridiculous thing is crazy to me. Coming out to threaten, we want to sue this.